I met John when I moved here from New York. I was 15 and he was 15. We were married for 36 years and together for 40. My husband, John, was a retired lieutenant firefighter. He was very healthy, took very good care of himself. John went into the hospital for a simple surgery and died 3 days later. John was, like everyone's, a best friend. If someone was in need, they would always call John. John was a mentor to many people. So he became a firefighter, EMT, and he worked his way up through the ranks. As a family, you are fire family. We have 2 sons, they're grown now, and they have their own families, and they really miss their dad. You know, he was best friends with his boys, as he called them, my boys. You know, they did everything together as well. If he wasn't at the fire department, and if he wasn't fishing on the river, he was here building muscle cars where I would help him. August 31st of 2016, John was scheduled for a colonoscopy hemorrhoidectomy. It was supposed to be a simple surgery, and I brought him in, and everything seemed to be going pretty well. And then in the middle of the night, everything went to hell. He was in severe pain, severe abdominal pain. He was rated as a sepsis 1. I didn't know much about sepsis. In fact, I didn't know anything about sepsis. It grows within minutes. It travels like a wildfire. He was being eaten up alive. He should have been watched, he should have been taken care of, but they didn't do anything to help with that. I had no idea that he was basically in hospice. He was dying, and I didn't even know it. And I was holding his hand. And the doctor said, "You need to call family, we're losing him." I said, "I don't understand. I lost my mind." My husband died on September 3rd. I never got an answer. I wasn't angry. I was more of, I just kept saying, "I don't understand." No answers. The silence was louder than explaining something. At least give me something. What went wrong? I finally had enough, and that's when I said John's life will not be so easily dismissed. I started my search for attorneys, talking to a lot of people, going online. After 35 attorneys and 2 years of a search and rejections, I finally found Morgan & Morgan. They were the only ones who would accept the case. Morgan & Morgan looked at it in a different perspective. My attorney told me that it's not going to be easy, but kept saying that we could do this. You just hang in there. And I trusted him. And first thing and foremost, I said, I'm not asking for a penny. I'll tell you right now, what I want accountability. And I want to sit across the table from those doctors. And I want them to look at my face, which they did. And I got the call on January 28th that we won. And it just happened to be on John's birthday. John would have been 59 years old. Thank God I had Morgan & Morgan. My attorney was amazing. He explained everything in detail and made it very easy and very calming for me to do what needed to be done. John's life and the story from life to his untimely passing, it was unbelievable to watch, absolutely. Morgan & Morgan gave me the closure that I need to start rebuilding my life. I'll never get an apology. I'll never know where the infection came from, but I know that John had his say and I had his say, and I can't thank Morgan & Morgan and my attorney enough for everything they have done.